Hi everyone, this is Truthology, the Truthologist. Um, First off, I want to give all praises to the Creator and nobody else. I wanted to make this video to get people on the right path, and as far as like information and their own history is concerned. Um, it's really just it's just an introduction. I'm just gonna point you in the right direction. Okay, so the guy you're looking at on the screen is his name is Walter Plecker. He was an American physician, and as you can see, as you read down here, he was the first register of the Virginia Bureau of Vital Statistics, and what that is like they deal with birth certificates and stuff like that. So with that being said, if you read all this information on Walter Plecker, you will see that he's basically the main person, or he set the precedent to change the records of every indigenous American in this country. Like if you had Indian on your birth certificate, they had it changed to Negro. And then what I'm saying, it kept going. It went from Negro to black, or I mean Negro to African American or whatever. They've been changing our names a lot, so yeah, if you want to get more information on it, just go look up Walter Plecker. Now we're gonna go on over here to the so I'm just trying to show you how to find information, guys. This is all I did on Google is type in 1828 dictionary. I have it pulled up over here, and it just pulls up site. Type in your definitions up here in this area here. Okay, so it's not hard. Okay, and look at the definition of an American. Okay, an American, a native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginals of copper-colored races, or copper-colored races, found here by Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America. Like they literally just told you that they hijacked your name and hijacked who you are and started calling themselves Americans when they were never Americans to begin with. But you were the original American. And we're going to dig deeper into this definition. What we're going to go to next is we're going to explore that copper-colored races. Okay. Now, all I did was copper penny colors and stuff. I just typed it in. Here's an image right here. This is a good example. You can really just type in penny, and you get all the colors of our forefathers and us today. You know what I'm saying? Nothing has changed. Okay, so we're gonna zoom out a little bit. I don't have a tripod, guys, so bear with me. You have what they call red. Again, you can look this all up yourself, guys. That's copper. Then you go to red, brown. Then you go to brown. I mean, it's copper. They call this copper-colored races. Now, see, the problem is when they came over here, they did what you call divide and conquer. So they separated us by colors and stuff and turned us against each other when we were all the same. We didn't consider each other different races or whatnot. We weren't walking around saying that we were mixed, because there is no such thing as a mixed person. I mean, yeah, you can say somebody mixed. I mean, you got different amalgamations and stuff, but I mean, your true lineage comes from your paternal line. So that's your father's line. So like I know you guys have heard of E1B1A and all that stuff. Those are telltale signs that say that you're black. Like I mean, I don't know how else to explain it, but they called us Negroes over here. We're not the same as any other race of black people. And when I say the Americas, I mean the North American continent, Middle America and South America and the Caribbean islands. All that stuff. Even Hawaii, all that was black. It was all niggas, Nagas or whatnot. So that's where they get Negro and all that stuff from. They weren't calling Africans niggas and stuff. They were calling them like Kafirs and whatever else, because they weren't the same as us over here. And what has happened is they separated us and got us not to like each other and got us to turn against each other. So that's how they conquered us. And then, what I'm saying, you set people up saying that they better than this person, and it's not right. Because technically we were all the same, and we're not mixed. This whole mixed thing is just a joke. It's a cruel joke, but it's a joke. Cause and I'm not saying you can't be proud of your mixed heritage or whatnot. I understand how emotions run high with stuff like that, but the facts are the facts. Okay. So we're gonna scroll down a little bit, look at some more. Y'all see we got more pictures, just different shades of colors of pennies now. It's copper. The Statue of Liberty. This is funny, right? Okay. When copper basically oxidizes and rusts, it turns green, right? We have a green statue in New York. That statue used to be copper. Well, it still is copper, but they never really cleaned that oxidation off of that, because they like the fact that it's not showing a black person anymore. But that was a black statue, It was copper, man. It's nowhere else, no other way to think about it. Just like they put Abe Lincoln in on a copper penny. It's an inside joke for everything. We're gonna click on Aboriginal Americans over here now. Like I said, this is just an introduction. You can look up your own information, but as you can see, old Mex head, you find these in Middle America, like Mexico and areas like that. Here's more indigenous America. These do not look like nothing they said that Americans look like. Here's even drawings of Americans from way back in the day. Because they didn't have cameras like that. Here you go. Look at this. Look at this. Aboriginal American with the big wide nose. Yeah, we were putting perms in our head way back then. Yes, sir. Yes, y'all. We were doing it. Why we did it, I don't know. But of course, you can't keep putting perms in your head if you're a slave, so your hair ended up napping. So go figure. And as you can see, look at these. These are modern day Indians, guys. Not Indians, but Aboriginal Americans. We don't say Indian is like a derogatory term. But anyway, look at this. You cannot tell me that these are not Negroes here in America. These are all Aboriginal Americans, guys. And I know that most of the people that subscribe to my channel already know this stuff. But this is just for people that stumble across it, Like, look at this, African American. She even has the slave tattoo, saying that she was a slave in somebody's tribe with that little chin thing. What I'm saying? That was like a cultural thing. Then you have a hijack, straight up hijack, $5 Indian. Wow. Anyway, then you just keep on scrolling down. Look at all these. These are your grandmothers, and your grandfathers. People. Now we gotta wake up. Look at this. Look at that. They go under three states back there in the back. You know what I'm saying? Look with the feathers and stuff. Look at this. Look at these pictures, y'all. They came over here talking to us and trying to commune and stuff. They learned everything they needed to know about us, and then they killed us. Here go the original Canadians right here. They were of darker skin, It's just not a joke. Then they want to make this crap here. They just been playing jokes on us, y'all. We was already over here. Of course, they gonna find a black skeleton over here. Think about it. Anyway, they got maps. It's just so much information. It's basically what I'm telling you guys is just because they put it in a textbook doesn't mean that it's true. If you didn't actually research what they gave you in those textbooks, if you didn't research there's you can't really say it's true. It's always I always question everything. Like we got to learn to question things. People like oh he goes to Aboriginal Australia. It doesn't matter what continent you are on or what continent you are from. If you are of a dark complexion, that is what continent you are from. Yeah, they might have moved a couple of us around and stuff, but that was not. It wasn't done in no mass numbers, guys. It wasn't done like that. The Taino Indians are still Taino Indians. They claim they killed them all, but if they did, why do we have Jamaicans? You know, like they just been brainwashing us, and the way they did it, they would kill the adults. They killed the older generations, right? Took the children and put them in Native American school. They called them I forgot what they called those schools, but you know I know y'all don't see any pictures of like what it was. Well, they had Native Americans in schools and was teaching them how to be an American. You know, they were basically brainwashing, just like they do in today's public schools. They just brainwash us with the same information. So you kill somebody, mom and daddy, and then you feed them all the what you want them to know, all the lies that you want them to know. And that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a nigga. You know, they created the nigga, and when we were just Native Americans, and we had dreads way back in the day too. We weren't just putting perms in our head. I don't know if they called it perms or not, but they used some kind of tree bark to make it. My grandma knew about it. Like he go school right here. Look at all these. Look at man. As a matter of fact, I'm clicking on this picture. Let me go ahead and click on this picture. Okay, this would be like a Native American school where they trying to teach all these Negroes to be African Americans or to be a good slave. You know, so that's how they did it to us. It was a process. It didn't just happen overnight. Don't feel bad. We did fight back. If you don't believe we fought back, look up the Gullah Geechee Wars or the Gullah Wars. You know, that was the real Civil War. And also on top of that, they didn't want to have to keep fighting us, and they wanted to merge businesses. They needed to merge businesses because we was making the most money. We had the best businesses. Like they opened up rinky-dink stoves and stuff that was failing. We opened up stuff. It was booming, you know. So they needed to merge all that money. They couldn't have us living better than them. I'm gonna click on this other picture. Look at this. You got light-skinned people here too, y'all. We was all one tribe. We were not different. They go somebody grandma, she dark-skinned, right down. Somebody else, you know what I'm saying? It's not hard, y'all. Just look up the information. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I typed in. Look, Aboriginal Americans. It's not hard, people. We just been lied to. That's all. It's nothing to be ashamed about. They got us, you know, hook, line, and sinker. And as you can see, we had regular clothes. It's old pieces of horses and stuff that people drew. I thought we didn't have horses in America. I thought y'all brought them over here. You know, it's just been one big joke. You know, and they just laugh in our face and watch us fight over the fact that I'm mixed. Being mixed is not a real thing. You can be light skinned without being mixed. You can be light skinned without being mixed. That's why they said copper colored races. And that's my grandma for real. Like, look at that lady. Look like one of my folks. Hey, look at her right there. All these Native Americans, y'all. Not native. Fuck that Native American shit. Aboriginal America. That means you are the original man that was on this land. And like I said, I'm not knocking anybody that meets you just because you need to figure out who your paternal line is, who the father side is. You know what I'm saying? And that will determine what your race is. And again, it's not about race. It's all about your family line, your lineage. So stop making it about race. That's just a trick they use to divide us in the first place. We should have never been divided, y'all. We should have never been divided. Carolina Indians. Carolina Indians. It's not a joke, people. All this stuff is very simple information. So let me move on, because I mean, if I keep doing it and I start reading, then the video gonna take forever, But here we go. Here's like a bunch of old drawings. Look, Black and Native American. They always want to say and Native American. Well, they always want to say black. No, the blacks were the native. We were the natives here. We were the Aboriginal people here. Okay, look at all these pictures. They ain't showing no light skinned Indians and stuff over there. As a matter of fact, when the light skinned, we had light skinned people over, but when they came over here, they learned from us, and we taught them the laws of the land, and they followed the laws of the land. That's why they went destroying America. You know what I'm saying? They weren't destroying America like that when they came over to the Asian Native Americans that's over here. So it wasn't like that. Everybody got along. You might have a few disputes here and there, but we had judges and everything, so disputes usually weren't settled with no damn whipping, So yeah, these sports like boxing and stuff, it's regular stuff. And of course, they gonna want to show us with no clothes on, but that was not the norm. That was not the norm at all. All this wearing masks and animal crap that we want to do. Everybody wasn't doing that. Not everybody was doing all that stuff. Okay. But we know what I'm saying, we got along and everything. What is this? I don't know what this is, but it's a little interesting. I might read that later. Anyway, but look at all this, yeah. Yeah. It's here. Information. They even drew artwork with us, y'all, and made emblems. This is the emblem of America. Why would they draw a black person, a Negro, as the emblem of America? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Why would they be in British museums and stuff like that? Talking about what they found over here. Why would they do that if it wasn't true? Just because they put it in a textbook doesn't mean they're telling you what really happened. You guys got to go actually look at real history. Go to real museums. Look in real museum books. Look in real historical books. Look at the history of racist people. They racist and stuff, but look up their history. Look up what they did. You'll learn a lot about what they did, and you'll figure out that hey, they tricked us. It ain't about getting mad about nothing. You ain't gotta get mad about nothing. Learn your history. You need to know this. Your children need to know this. Especially with all this crap going on today. This information is gonna be gone after a while, y'all. The information is gonna be gone, and we weren't just living in hood, man. A lot of stuff happened back in the day, especially around 1812-ish and all that stuff. But we had like regular buildings, like mansions and all that stuff. But we wasn't just living in no huts, y'all. You got to keep looking at history. I just typed in Aboriginal Americans. You know what I'm saying? It's other stuff to look up once you go dive deeper into it. But it's not just like we did a lot, y'all. We did a whole lot. A whole lot. We had a whole lot here. They don't tour it all down. They literally tore it all down. Like all those World's Fairs and all that, all those buildings. You really think somebody just erected some mansions and stuff, and then decided to tear it down after the World's Fair was over with, and then they'll open up another World's Fair at another place? That makes no sense. Those buildings were already there. Like we weren't wasting money like that back in the day. I don't think. Not building buildings and then tearing them back down. That doesn't make any sense at all. But yeah, as you can see, the more you can learn. Like here's even other, like, as a matter of fact, man, like I don't know if y'all know this, but the most expensive cigar shop Indians are the black ones. Like, that's crazy. And the reason why they're expensive because they don't want you to get your hands on it. Any type of evidence is astronomically expensive. Here's an actual statue. This is a real statue over in Europe, guys, of what they portray an American to be. This American got on clothes. He got on armor. He got on everything that looks like a civilized human being. It's just amazing, guys. It's all amazing. This is the real thing. Okay? So, now, as you guys can see, I hope this is enough to intrigue people to do research instead of, scoffing and laughing. It's not good to laugh at any new information you may receive. We're gonna go over here. Everybody needs to look up Dan Calloway. Okay, that's what he looks like right there. Dan Calloway, and he does a lot of explaining and information on it. And my boy Curry Mayo, that's him right there. So. But yeah, he does like lengthy videos. Like, you can, if you on a long car ride, just put on Curry Mayo now, cause this video is like about 4 hours long. At least, or about at least 2 hours long, most of the time. But it's a lot of information. You got to get it. You got to get the information. So yeah, I was just trying to get everybody on the right path. It's not like we can't let these people just trick us like this. It's not. It's just they taught us division. That's all they did. They just taught us to be divided. That's all. And again, y'all, I want to give all praises to the Creator and nobody else. Y'all have a good day.